good morning to all of you. So today we will start with a new chapter, direct and inverse variation. Okay, so we have already knew that in order to compare the two similar quantities, we are using the concept of ratio. So that concept of ratio we will use to solve the problems of direct and inverse variation. Now, what is direct variation and what is indirect variation? So first of all, let's see what is direct variation. So direct variation means if one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases, or vice versa. That is, suppose if x is there and x and y are related. So if x increases, then y also increases. That means we can say that the ratio of x and y is always constant. So this is known as the direct variation. If one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases, or if one quantity decreases, the other quantity also decreases. Let's see one example. Suppose in 1 liter petrol, a bike runs for 30 kilometers. So if you increase the petrol to 2 liter, then what happens? Bike will run for another 30 kilometers, that is 60 kilometers. So we can here say that on increasing the petrol, the kilometers covered by the bike increases. So we can say that this liters of petrol is directly proportional to the distance covered. The more you have the petrol, the more distance bike will cover, or the less distance you will cover, less petrol will be used. So this is known as the direct variation. So let's solve the few questions related to direct variation. Okay, let's see exercise 7.1. A very first question, that is fill in the blanks. So it is given that x and y, and x is 2, then y is 6. When x is 9, what will be y? When y is 24, what will be x? And when y is 33, what will be x? Then if x is 44, what will be y? And when x is 17, what will be y? So this is our table. Okay. So, and it is given that x varies directly as y. That means x upon y is constant. Okay. So let's insert few variables. Let it be a, this is b, this is c, let it be d and e. Okay. Since x is varying directly as y, so how we can solve that? It will be like this: 2 upon 6 equal to 9 upon a. So when we solve, we will get a is equals to 9 into 3, that is 27. Similarly, now again we can take 2 upon 6 equal to b upon 24. So it is 1 upon 3. So what is my b? B will be 24 upon 3, that is 8. Okay. Another way to solve, we can calculate the ratio. 2 upon 6, it will be 1 upon 3. So this constant we will use. So we can use it like this: 1 upon 3 is equals to, now we will calculate c upon 33. So this will be cancelled. We will get c equal to 11. Similarly, for d we can use 1 upon 3 equal to 14 upon D. So it will be cross multiply. D is 3 into 14, that is 42. And for the last one, 1 upon 3 is equals to 17 upon E. So for the cross multiplication, 51. Okay, so these are my answers. A is now 27. B we have calculated as 8. C we have calculated as 11. D is 42 and E is 51. So when you calculate the ratio everywhere, you will get the ratio of x is to y is 1 upon 3 everywhere. So this method we will use to solve the word problems, that is ratio of x upon y will remain constant. Okay, so let's see few word problems. So let's solve few word problems. So let's see question number 3. A car goes 336 km in 21 liters of petrol. So how do we solve these type of questions? First we will make a table like this. This is the distance and this is petrol. So distance is given in kilometers, petrol is given in liters. Okay. So then if distance is 336 km, so how much petrol is used? 21 liters. How far will the car go in 3.9 liters of petrol? So suppose car goes X and petrol is 3.9. Okay. So this table, first we will identify the variables. So our X and Y are distance and petrol. Then we will form the table. And what we know, as the petrol increases, the distance cover also increases, and as the petrol quantity decreases, the distance cover also decreases. So it is the direct variation. Then how we will solve? We will solve it like this. 336 upon 21 is equals to x upon 3.9. Then we will do the cross multiplication. So it will be 336 into 3.9 upon 21. And when you solve it, you will get x equals to 62.4 kilometer. Okay, and it should be there since the quantity of petrol decreases, so the distance covered is also decreased. Then fourth one, a packet of nail contains 79 nails. So a packet means one packet and nails are 79. So in that case our variable will be packet and nails. So when one packet is there, 79 nails are there. And how many packets should be bought in order to get 8058 nails? So when 8058 nails were there, we have to calculate the number of packets. Okay, so again we have identified the two variables, and since it is the direct variation, as the number of packet increases, number of nails also increases. So how we solve? 1 upon 79 equal to x upon 8058. So 8058 will come here, it will be 8058 upon 79. Then when we solve it, we will get the answer as 102. Okay, so identify the variables, then form the table, and then since it is varying directly, so you use the concept, that is this ratio will always equal to this ratio. Okay, then see question number 6. So again we will identify the variables in this question. What variables will be there? The daily consumption of wheat in a hostel of 150 students is 38 kg. So our variables will be students and wheat. Wheat is in kg. So when 150 students were there, 38 kg of wheat was used. Now find the consumption if number of students become 375. So if number of students becomes 375, that is they are increased. So definitely this consumption of the wheat also increases. So again it is direct variation. So it is 150 upon 38 equal to 375 upon x. Then we will do the cross multiplication. So x will be how much? 375 into 38 upon 150. Okay. Then so after solving we will get answer as 95 kg. Okay. Then in question number 8, a company distributed Diwali gift to 78 workers spending 25,272 rupees. How much the company have to spend if there were 60 workers? So for 78 workers, company is spending 25,272 rupees. Now the worker has been decreased, so therefore its expense will also decrease. So again it is a question of direct variation. So our variables in this will be workers and money spent. So we will form the table like this. Here we will write number of workers and money. So money is in rupees. So when number of workers was 78, so company is spending 25,272 rupees. Now what happens if there were 60 workers? So if 60 workers were there, then how much company will spend? So again I am assuming that as x. So now we will form the same type of equation. 272 equal to 60 upon x. Again we will do the cross multiplication. So x will be 60 into 25272 upon 78. So what will be my x? Rupees 19,440.